What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today Apple actually released iOS 26.2 RC2, and I can't say I'm surprised. If you follow the channel, if you saw our Apple Rewind video, this was kind of needed, and now the moment of truth is going to be to see if they fixed some of those issues we've talked about, namely battery life. One other thing I actually discovered that was causing issues still through some of the betas and the RC that got released last Wednesday was that the autocorrect seemed to be fixed, but there has been certain circumstances, specifically in the messaging app, where it would just go away and not come back until you literally force quit the app or relaunched your phone. Totally unacceptable for a public release, so that is why I'm glad we got a second RC before this went public. Now, jumping right into this, going into settings, general, and about, iOS 26.2 RC2 does have a little bit of a new build number. Now we're running 23C54. The one released on Wednesday was 5.2, and there were leaks kind of insinuating that this build would be the public release. However, clearly that's not the case, but I do still believe either late this week or at the very latest next Monday, we will get the public release. If you're not familiar with RC builds and all that, I do just want to say there are no new features that are historically present in these builds. It's more fixing up bug fixes, behind the scenes improvements to ensure that this is ready to go when they do release it to the public. So having said all that, again, no new features are expected in here, so just keep that in mind. One thing I do want to jump into, again, is battery life, and I want to talk again about this 17 Pro Max that, again, we've had since day one, but this has been getting such bad battery life, even at 100% max capacity still. I'm not sure what's going on here, if there's something background draining, but looking at everything, I don't see any real issues here. So I don't know if it's just not optimized yet or if it wasn't. Hopefully that now will be fixed in this build. I will say this build did come in at a smaller, little over 500 megabyte download size only. So keep that in mind. This isn't going to have a ton of other user-facing changes, like we said. Quickly jumping around just to go into some of the other programs we always run through. As you can see, everything, as has been the case, even with Beta 1, everything's been consistent. From the first beta to the first RC, we've had no performance issues. Reminders, no new splash screens here. Let's go into music. Looks like everything's still the same here. Nothing crazy at all in that regard. Let's go ahead and jump into weather. And everything's working. Weather was an issue actually in Beta 1 through RC1 again also, where sometimes it wouldn't fully load. You'd have to switch locations and then it would trigger all of your data. That was weird. That seems to actually be fixed here, which is good to see. Let's go ahead and go into Clash. Let's see how this is going to load. And I will say also, after I try this out, I did run an early Geekbench score as soon as it finished uploading, or updating, I should say. And we got a score, but it's not going to make you guys happy. Probably since everything is still indexing, we will have to go back through and actually retest that for our video later in the week. But yeah, as you can see, everything's pretty smooth here, even in games. Everything seems to be loading pretty well. So that is good to see. Again, no new features expected here. Let's jump into Geekbench so I could show you that really quick. And this is the score we just pulled in, 3090 and a 9252. So clearly that's going to be somewhat lower than what we've experienced, especially in the single core department over the course of these betas. Again, I fully believe that is because the phone is still indexing, but I wanted to let you guys know what was going on here right from Jump Street. Again, when we rerun this later today or on our Wednesday or Thursday video, this will no doubtably increase back to around 37 to 3800. But yeah, if your numbers based, this will give you some idea what you can expect when you first download it. But other than that, yeah, nothing else new here. We know all the new features coming with Apple Music, with podcasts, with reminders and alarms being able to be set in there. Let me know what you think. How did RC1 work for you guys? Are you excited that we got a second RC, or do you feel the first one was ready to go? Comment down below. I'm just one person. Let me know what you guys think, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.